Hey guys, it's Chelsa Messenger with Picks and Parlays. We're talking NFL football, primetime football at that, as this one is a Thursday night football matchup. Patriots at Rams. Christmas is right around the corner, and we've got a promo code. The code is ELF, ELF, for 20% off the entire site at picksandparlays.net. The Rams are favored -6. The total is 44.5. The Patriots are 6-6 straight up and against the number, while the Rams are 8-4, 7-5 against the spread. We've got this Patriots team that loves to run the football. Cam Newton does not throw the ball a whole lot, and his numbers are not that great, but they managed to whoop up on the Chargers last game. And then you saw the Rams taking it to the Cardinals in a big division matchup. So both these teams coming off big wins. We've got Nick from the Insider's Room to break down Patriots at Rams. Nick, what stands out to you?
The offense that each of these teams produced in their last victories there. And so I'm going to steer clear of the side. And I do think that each of these teams can carry that offensive momentum over into this one. I mean, this total is low. What's the first thing you think of when you think about these two teams? For me, it's a couple of really well-coached teams. They have strong special teams, really good defenses. And they don't play to a lot of high scoring games. In fact, the total has gone under in 7 of the Rams' last 8 games overall. And so the only other time that it went over was in that last game. And so you mentioned this earlier, neither Patriots quarterback Cam Newton or Rams quarterback Jared Goff, neither is asked to do too much. Most games they're asked just to be a game manager. New England averages only 20.8 points per game. It surrenders 23.2. Los Angeles averages only 23.9 points per game, and it allows only 19.5. So the public knows that these are lower scoring defensive teams. The odds makers know it as well. And ultimately, Chelsea, I think that this knowledge has helped in driving this total really low. I think it is, in fact, it's too low. But one thing I will point out, New England has seen the total go over in 5 of its last 7 on the road. Yeah, and as I say, I mean, the Patriots almost went over the total by themselves in that last game against the Chargers in that 45-0 victory. Newton, he's been hit or miss each game, but he did look a lot better there last week. He's definitely starting to develop a little bit better chemistry there. And yeah, the Rams looked a lot better last week. Their offense looked a lot better. Their defense didn't look that great. And so, yeah, I think, as I said right off the top when we started going here, I think that each of these offenses keep the momentum rolling. And I think that this total will sneak over the number as the game comes down the stretch.
Well, especially if it's that low of a total, that it's definitely in the realm of possibility. It seems like every week for a team to reach that number. As you said, the Patriots hit 45 points by themselves. Again, that's against a Chargers defense and Anthony Lynn, who is probably on his way out. Not the same thing as the Rams. I love the Rams team as of lately. As a whole, they're looking really good. Jared Goff is not throwing the ball down the field. I saw some kind of next-gen stat how I don't think he had any passes over 20 yards in their last game against the Cardinals, but he manages to get first downs. He threw it 47 times. That's crazy. It's almost death by paper cuts. It's kind of like the Drew Brees offense that used to be in New Orleans. But here's the problem I have with the Rams in this one. Primetime favorites, 12-25 against the spread this season, and 12-26 if you count the Steelers game that just happened as of filming. And then 6 is a big number, it seems like, for some of these primetime games, especially if the total is that low. So my gut says the Rams, but looking at some of those trends, I would maybe lean on the Patriots. I am undecided as of now. Any leanings you have when it comes to a side?
I think you mentioned this earlier as well when we were off air. Just it's hard to trust Cam Newton on the road. But yeah, no, those numbers that you mentioned there, that would also have me leaning towards New England. And so I'm going to have to watch this number a little bit closer up to game time there. But as I say, Chelsea, I might be going against some of the public here, but my strongest play on this one is on the over.
Yeah, and something that's strange about the Rams, it seems like for them, it's about matchups. The Niners have beaten them twice, and then they only have 2 other losses on the season against Buffalo and Miami. And Miami, I think, was a really tough spot for them going West Coast to East Coast. I think they were on the East Coast swing, so I think that was just a tough spot for them. But for some reason or another, the Niners have their number. It'll be interesting to see kind of how these two teams match up, because I think if you can get some kind of pressure on Goff, it's a game changer. but I don't know if the Patriots can get any pressure on the quarterback.
It's an important non-conference game, and so I'm really looking forward to seeing it. Yeah, lots of different dynamics, lots of different interesting angles to watch. As I say, I'm going to definitely be keeping my eye on that spread as we get closer to game time.
Yeah, and of course we'll be on Cam Newton outfit watch as well. He always brings the heat when it comes to the fashion pregame
For
outfits.
sure.
But that's going to do it for our football talk here on Picks and Parlays. As always, great insight from Nick from the Insider's Room. Nick, thanks for joining us.